understand what is our expectation from the sector. We are pretty consistent, whatever we have called from the years, and this all consistency comes from the character of the industry, what we are speaking about. What is the character of the industry? We deal with gems and jewelry. Now, gems and jewelry, all the raw materials, whether it is diamonds, colored gemstone, gold, silver, platinum, all we import. We do not have any mines here. Other than that, we have only one option, reprocessing. Of course, that is not a very exciting proposition, but let us take that if we are importing it, what are the two basic things what we always call from the government is ease of doing business in terms of import and availability of the raw materials across. And the second thing is, of course, the raw material should be as per the international prices and as per the international dispensation. This is very important, Today, if you are competing, let's say, who are the competitors of India in terms of this kind of products? We are having competitors, let's say, we have Thailand in terms of colored gemstone or jewelry manufacturing, etc. We have in diamonds, we have competitors, let's say in trading, we have Dubai, we have Antwerp, etc. So that's, if that is true. So, and we want to see that how the business is transacted in India, and if we want to take the business in India, so we need to see that we are at least having equal dispensation. So therefrom, the first demand for the diamond sector or the colored gemstone sector comes that the raw materials which are now, that is the rough gemstones or rough diamonds, which are being traded out of the country currently, should be happening in India, not in Dubai, Antwerp or Hong Kong and etc. If we want to do this, and if we are trying to find a very equal dispensation, what we have talked is that you give the equal taxation regime to these miners in our country also. And based on that, we had long time back, based on our suggestion, government has come out with a dispensation called special notified zone. Before it enters India, you can do the auction and participate in the auction. Who are the importers in the auctions when you are participating, and the miners when they are doing the auctions on Indian shore, they can be termed as permanent entity. So we have told that for doing that auction, you should be keeping them out of the income tax rule 9(1), under which they can be termed as permanent entity if they are soliciting for sale. So for display, they have already given it out. We are telling that for the sale, whatever is transacted here after the auction, suppose somebody wins the auction, that should also be out of this, or you put a safe harbor tax for the taxation on the turnover. So that is one of the biggest demand what we are doing for a long time. This time also, this is a big demand for the same thing. Second thing what we have told is that you expand in the special notified zone the dispensation beyond the miners also, because a lot of small miners throughout the world, they are also giving it to the auction houses, big auction houses like Bonus, etc. And they are doing the auctions in Antwerp or Dubai and etc. They can also do the auctions here if you give a equal dispensation of this kind of whatever you have given in the SNZ for the miners. So this is the second demand, and this you should expand to the colored gemstone also, because colored gemstone people are also right now going to the trading centers of Singapore, Thailand, etc. to buy their rough colored gemstone, because we are one of the largest exporters and cutters and polishers of diamonds and colored gemstone. From here, this demand is coming. Now, the second demand, what we are telling is that if, and why we are doing this, because if you are not doing this, right now what we are facing the geopolitical scenario where there is a embargo on Russian diamonds, and Russian diamonds constitute 33% of the total pie, etc. So if you want to come out of the embargo, so that the trading should happen here, that is one of the reasons. And the second thing, what we are seeing is that in all these African countries where the diamonds are produced, they have come out with a policy called beneficiation. That means whatever rough diamond are mined there, that should be a percentage of that should be cut and polished there. So if this is where it is traveling, so this policy is very important to shift the trading of rough diamonds and rough colored gemstone to India. So we have talked about this special dispensation of taxation inside a special notified zone where the auction of diamond and colored gemstone take place. This is the first demand. The second demand what we are telling is, of course, in terms of the polished diamond. Now, polished diamond, how it happens? Again, when we cut and polish the diamonds, after that this polished diamond travels again to these trading centers of Hong Kong, Antwerp, Dubai and etc. So whatever can be sold, it can be sold to the B2B, big volume purchasers, the jewelry manufacturers, etc. And whatever cannot, unsold goods, which is very small, let's say 5% or etc., which remains unsold, we are telling that the exporter should be allowed to take it back and then reassort those things and then again send back. So that is another, we call it diamond impress license. It was there in the policy, foreign trade policy till 2009, but when the import duty on cut and polished diamonds was withdrawn, so this policy was withdrawn. So we are telling that diamond impress license also should be reintroduced, so that whoever are doing this big time, big volume trading of polished diamonds across through their marketing offices throughout the world, that can be brought in. And 5% till a level of 5%, they can be value added through the assortment of around 10% and they can export it. That is the second thing. These are two demands which is for both colored gemstones and diamonds we have done. You know that in this world when the gold prices are soaring up and reaching very high levels, very, very high levels, the platinum prices more or less has remained stable, and that has now gone below the gold prices. You remember that we tell platinum jewelry is higher than the golden jubilee, isn't it? So platinum prices historically were higher than the gold prices. So platinum was always a very popular metal across in Western countries for jewelry manufacture. And they invented white gold, which was sometimes called poor man's platinum and etc. Now gold has become the rich man's platinum. So we are telling that platinum jewelry is getting a lot of traction in the Western market. So why not give some dispensation here in terms of availability of duty-free platinum to the exporter, which is not available in the domestic tariff area outside the SEZs, special economic zones. So we have told that the government should come up with a tariff value of platinum. The customs always comes periodically with the tariff value of gold and silver. So they should also come with tariff value of platinum.
Reducing of import duty on gold is very, very high, as you all know. And a lot of smuggling is happening, more than 150 to 200 tons for smuggled gold is coming to the country. And parallel economy is there, cash economy is there. And that is hampering the business of the proper business channels who are doing this. And a lot of devil people are they're creating a lot of evil social things which should not happen. And at the same time, business is also going to the other Asia Pacific countries like Dubai and all also. We are facing a lot of problem because of the gold rate. So government must look into this. Previously at 2003 and 4, you can see even up to 2012, only 1% import duty was there, approx 100 rupees a gram. Now you can see it's with GST is about 18%, which is very, very high. You can find approx 11 lakh rupees between the difference between smuggled gold and the proper duty paid gold. So the amount of rupees is very high difference, so that attracts a lot of people to do the smuggling. So my humble request to government to take it to 4% from 15% as an import duty. Other thing I want to urge from the government that in MSME you can see now government last year have taken a new rule that you have to pay MSME within 45 days. But what happened now, big players are not able to do business with MSME. No doubt MSME will be getting benefit if they will get the money in 45 days. But big people are now, they don't want to do business with MSME, they want to do business with the people having more than 100 crore turnover, so that they should not have to pay the money within 45 days. So MSME is losing a lot of business from there. So government should something have a balanced rule for it. And at the same time, MSME is also not growing a lot, because even the bankers and though the MSME organization is trying to support the organization, but getting the funds for MSME still is a big challenge. And the awareness is also not that much great across the country, so that the organization who falls under MSME, they can get the benefits. So more benefits required. A lot of MSMEs can want to come. They even want to come with IPOs and all, but because of the fund, they are not able to do the business. So some proper channel should be there. Some good financial backup should be given to MSMEs.
2% जो टैक्स लगा रही है सरकार, जो ऑनलाइन रफ सेल हो रही है, जो 95% रफ सेल यहीं से हो रही है, उस पे 2% ड्यूटी जो सरकार ने लगाई है, वो यहाँ पे बहुत मार्जिन एरर बहुत कम है, मार्जिन रेशियो बहुत कम है प्रॉफिट में. सो वो ड्यूटी 2 to 3% ही प्रॉफिट रेशियो है. सो वो ड्यूटी 2% जो है वो निकाल देनी चाहिए सरकार को. उसके लिए हम डिमांड कर रहे हैं. दूसरी बात ये है कि 2009 से पहले रफ पे इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी नहीं थी. 2009 के बाद रफ पे 2.5% ड्यूटी लगाई, लेकिन उससे पहले 10% इंपोर्ट पॉलिश, कट एंड पॉलिश डायमंड इंपोर्ट करने के लिए परमिशन थी. सो फिर से मिनिमम 5 से 10% लास्ट 3 इयर्स के एक्सपोर्ट के अकॉर्डिंग परमिशन मिलनी चाहिए. दूसरी बात यह है. और थर्ड पॉइंट गोल्ड, सिल्वर और प्लेटिनम में जो ड्यूटी 15% है, अलग अलग है. गोल्ड पे 15% है, सिल्वर और प्लेटिनम में 12.5% है, सिल्वर में भी कुछ 8 से 10% है. सो वो ड्यूटी कम करके 4% की हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट है. और नंबर 4 पॉइंट, HPST, लैब ग्रोन डायमंड में HPST और CVD 2 टाइप के डायमंड होते हैं. उस दोनों का HSN कोड अलग करने से दोनों का इंपोर्ट कितना हो रहा है वो स्ट्रेस होगा कि कितना HPST हो रहा है और कितना CVD हो रहा है. ये सब हमारी डिमांड है. दूसरा, छोटे व्यापारी के लिए गोल्ड, मिनिमम गोल्ड बाय करें और उसका एक्सपोर्ट करें, और वो एक्सपोर्ट पे हमको ड्यूटी फ्री मिले. तो मिनिमम 200, अभी 1 kg है, 1 kg से नीचे लोकल, शिप्स में नहीं, से आउट ऑफ शिप्स जो लोकल इंपोर्ट रहता है, एक्सपोर्ट रहता है, उसमें ड्यूटी है अभी 15% ड्यूटी बाद मिले एक्सपोर्ट के लिए. जो मिनिमम छोटे व्यापारी छोटे से छोटा एक्सपोर्ट लगाए और उसको भी ड्यूटी फ्री मिले, तो उसको छोटे व्यापारी को उसको ज्यादा फायदा मिलेगा.